Alright, tell me whenever we're ready and then I'll start. Oh, we're already filming? I'm filming right now? Okay, I'll start then. Trime Taveler, party time, excellent Trime Taveler. Hi, welcome back to a very special episode of Breakfast with Trime Taveler. I actually don't have any breakfast, so I don't know why I'm even calling the show Breakfast with Time Traveler. I'll try I can't even get my R's wrong right this time of morning. That's what's going on here. Anyway, I wanted to apologize to some of my viewers because I feel like I put off like kind of a bad vibe the other day, and I want to say that I have a lot of respect for Spike Cohen, and I apologize for saying, commenting on his size and structure, and I really did not mean it in the way that it came out sounding whenever I rewatched it, and I was like, man, I wish I could just go back and delete that, like the Measles Caucus did me from their groups. Oh, anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to apologize about Spike Cohen because like I said, I did not mean anything by those comments. And then also I mentioned that Michael Heiss looks like the creature Sloth from Goonies. And I also wanted to say that I did mean that. So here's a song for Michael Heiss. My name is Sloth. I got me a group, and they are slow, maybe just like you. My name is Sloth. I'll run my group into the LP, and that'll be the last day that the LP is the number 3. Now will it be number 4? I don't know. Maybe number 5. If they can even make it out the door. My name is Sloth, and I look weird, but if you look under my beard, there's a bunch of fleas and flies and little bitty things that I can't get out of there. So there you go. That's my Mean Mr. Mustard song. Let's see, what else have I got on the agenda for today? I was gonna apologize about making fun of Spike and then make fun of Heiss again. I think that's really all I got. Nah, just kidding. Okay, we're gonna go back to our Facebook thing and oh no! The Measles Caucus round 2! Help! We're transitioning! Oh man, look, they're still here. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna talk about the little cartoon that was made for the newspaper, and what state is that? Okay, there's something going on here. I'm losing my mouse. I lost my mouse. Okay, well anyway, there's the cartoon. They're talking about the New Hampshire Libertarian Party, how they made some really nasty insults on, I think it was, oh man, what was it? Oh, it was some sort of like a Holocaust survivor passing away, and then they made some very anti-Semitic comments or something, very, very insensitive. I think they thought that they were being funny, like how I just sang the song about sloth and heist and thought that was funny, and then like if he ever watches this, probably won't think it's funny at all. Or that's just how humor works. Like, and honestly, to be honest, it really wasn't a joke. Look at him, and you cannot unsee it. Anyway, so down in the comments, Archie Flower, he's cool. Okay, here it is. James Weeks, one of my heroes. To give some context, James Weeks ran for president, and he walked up on stage completely nude, wearing an adult diaper, maybe. I don't remember exactly 100%. I wasn't there. It was 2016. And then, 2020 is whenever my time machine stopped, and I was like, okay, I gotta do this now. Anyway, 2017. Like, I got here just after. Like, I saw the stuff that happened in 2016. I was like, I gotta get there. Anyway, so Michael, he says, or just newspapers who in the past actually endorsed Gary Johnson for president over Clinton and Trump. The people who endorsed the LP before, now they're the bad guys. Yeah, so he's mentioning about how the paper that... Anyway, so Michael Vance has to put his 10 cents in. James Weeks, considering what you did in 2016, you didn't have the credibility to tell anyone anything. Also, your precious newspaper backed our fascist president in 2020. So, it's like, oh, here's an article where it says I using my proof where, he's, the whole, like, I want physical evidence that I can see. I'm like, oh, I made it clear that lollipops are sweet. You just gotta try one. Anyway, so I said to him, Michael Vance, what he did in 2016 was brave and meant a lot more to a lot more people than anything you did for the party in 2016. Who even are you to make such a judgment? The before and after pics of James are what your comfort biased opinion chooses not to remember from 2020. If you look at the pictures of him from 2016 and the pictures of him from 2020 compared side by side, he lost so much weight and he looked so good in 2020 that, like, I mean, it was such an inspiration for the party, because there is definitely a weight problem, not in the party, in America. There's obesity runs rampant, and we're taught in our school to eat the food that our factories give to us, and not like actual learned nutrition. Anyway, that came out just right. So anyway, Michael Vance says, brave, he made a mockery of the entire party on national TV. I was watching from my home and was embarrassed to be a member of the LP. And then I get him. I'm like, here's my zinger, Michael Vance. The irony is that exponentially more people are embarrassed to be a member of the LP right now because of the Measles Caucus. Which brings me back to another great point that I'm trying to point out to a lot of people, and that is that, that so many people in the Measles Caucus are like, people like Vermin Supreme are an embarrassment. Daniel Berman's big hat is an embarrassment. I'm part of the Measles Caucus. We got principles. We won't vote for comedians. And then the next thing you know, what are they doing? They're trying to Spike and the Mises Caucus are trying to turn Joe Jorgensen into a meme. They're like, it's not working. It's not working. Yeah, they should have went with, if you're trying to hire a meme and you have one that's like running for the position right in front of you, don't take the least prepared candidate and try to make it into the most prepared candidate. it's not. It's still going to be the least prepared candidate. Anyway, the messaging was off there. There were forces at work inside of the Libertarian Party to make sure that Vermin Supreme did not become the presidential nomination of their party. And honestly, they had a bit of it was another one of these caucuses that pulled Vermin in the first place. Although I believe in 2016, whenever he first showed up at the national convention, and that was him on his own. But then in 2020, it was the Audacious Caucus that was running Vermin Supreme. So, and he did everything that he could to represent the party. He studied. If you watch him in the debates, he did very well. Like, to say that he was just a clown, who didn't understand politics or or any of this stuff. He's a very intelligent man. Like, people saying that I am like him, that's an insult to him, because I am not near as polished as he is. He is a performer. He is a philosopher. He is everything that I strive to be whenever I'm his age, but he was already that by the time he was my age. So, I'm not the best guitar player. I am a pretty good singer. And my mind doesn't always think as fast as other people's. My words don't come out as fast. Sometimes I even slow down the tempo to a song that I'm singing, so that other people can understand. Because I know whenever people talk and they're saying a lot of words really fast, I don't always understand. So this song is for them. Soft, sweet one. Well, Measles Caucus going everywhere, calling everyone, tell them they're dirty dogs. Look out, kid, get out in the gutter, make me some peanut butter out of some cricket guts. And they're not gonna eat it anyway, cause it's made out of crickets. And they're like, I don't really like to eat bugs. Well, they take a bite out of that steak, they sit down for the curry lamb, and then they have pork chop or two, and then they're eating it again. They put on some ketchup and don't know that it's got maggots in it. Then they reach down to get some rice and find out that it's not what they thought it was. Yeah, it's a little song I wrote there by Dob Billen, Zobert Rimmerman. Let's see. So I saw this today. It just made me. Here's what I wrote. Okay, flowers make everyone smile. This man dumpster dives these flowers and then gives them away to make people smile. What do you do to make people smile? A smile may not always heal all wounds, but it sure makes living with those wounds a little more pleasant. When I am president, instead of arresting the homeless, the police will hand jobs to the homeless. Join hand jobs for the homeless and be part of the radical restructuring of our law enforcement. Little jobs creation program that's popping up in local law enforcements around America. Oh man, how do I've seriously lost my my mouse. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find this picture that my buddy sent me. Nope, can't find it. Oh, I know what I need to do. No. 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 Oh, that's a good one. The Jagbot video. There we go. This will help me find it. It's not working. There we go. I did it. All right. Hey, look, that's us. It's a live stream right now. You can watch it on Ohm Rodcod. That's Anyway, there it is. That's what I was trying to show people. There's a contest. I don't know if a lot of you know this or not, but oh shoot, you still can't even see that thing. There we go. There we go. Haha. So there's a contest for best friend in the whole world, and this is the runner-up, Zachary Laughlin, and he loves it whenever I pronounce his last name Laughlin. Anyway, he was the first person to purchase and receive a Trime Taveler logo T-shirt, which I did explain to him that the logo is going to be changing, and he'll have to get a new T-shirt after that, and he's fine with that. So, so anybody who wants to compete in the contest for best friend in the whole world, feel free to go to TrimeTaveler2024.com and purchase yourself a T-shirt and or hat. If you're to get a T-shirt and a hat, that would make you probably a bigger fan even than Zach. So that would put you definitely in the running for best friend. My best friend passed away recently. Oh, here's one. Here's Vermin. Went for a little walk to the woods the other day. There's me playing some video games. Haha, love this one. Record executives. You can't spend all your time touring and encouraging fans to tape your shows. Jerry, hold my beer. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let me tell you a little story. So there's two different types of politicians, right? There's the guys who there's the guys that have a whole team that are doing all of their commercials and everything, and it's all at the end of the commercial you hear their voice. I am Joe Biden and I support this message, and then they they go to certain events and stuff like that, but they're like focusing on certain states for very specific reasons, because like certain districts have been gerrymandered so that they should be more welcome there, and in order to take that over that area, So anyway, and then the other type would be, well, I guess I'm kind of my own type altogether. I don't really care about the debate stuff is really secondary to my marketing plan. Anybody that doesn't do what I'm doing is going to be missing out on about 30 million customers, I'd say. which is about 10% of Americans. That's a tough number to achieve in 2 years. Being on the road, living in your vehicle the entire time, going to these gatherings, music festivals. Like, man, I might go to a Trump rally or something and pass out flyers, and who knows? Like, I'll go there and I'll pass out my information to the counter protesters, and then the protesters, and then the counter protesters, and then if there's any other protests protesting that protest, I'll pass them out to them too. Oh man, I actually honestly can't wait to be on the road. I'm not asking for money right now because of everything that's going on. I've been I used to be addicted to cocaine, and I did a lot of ketamine. Ketamine was actually my main addiction, even though they say it's habit forming, not addictive, but other people say it is. It's very confusing. I started doing it because I didn't think it was addictive, and then once I was so far into it, I was like, wow, this is not very easy to stop, is it? But I've been clean now for, I don't keep track of time, it's been at least 2 years. And I recently quit smoking tobacco. And one of the things that I did to quit smoking tobacco was I holed up in my squat here, which is an abandoned house in Florida that I just moved into and turned on the electric and the internet. Nobody's kicked me out yet, and I know someday it's gonna happen, but until then I'm just trying to enjoy myself, play some video games and quit smoking tobacco. I'm just staying here, just trying not to be around other people that are smoking, and once I get past that certain craving, then I'll be able to go out into the public again and hang out with people that are smoking cigarettes without asking them for one. That's one of my biggest problems is it doesn't matter if I quit buying cigarettes. I'm still I'm very crafty with my skills. Like someone will just give me like they'll just offer them to me. Like, do you smoke? I'm like, yeah, no. So I don't know how long it's been now. I was down to like one cigarette a day for about a week or two, and I've had one cigarette that I made last 3 days probably in the past 10 days. It's been over a week. And the worst part of the cravings really go away after about 2 weeks. So I started streaming and doing this stuff online, playing video games and recording myself and blogging and for anyone and everyone to see. I've been doing that just because I need to get used to talking to people again, because I knew that I was isolating in here, and I was slowly becoming agoraphobic. I have vision problems, and I had a bicycle for a while, and I was riding my bike and I got hit by a car, and just my anxiety and stuff like that has been acting up ever since that moment. I can't ride my bike now, so I don't go very far, and everything that I need is nearby. Though there's a Publix walking distance away. For those of you that don't know, Publix is one of the greatest grocery stores that you can go to if you ever visit Florida. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I don't have money. Look at this. I got $100 bill. Yeah, that makes me pretty rich, I guess. I've been doing little odd jobs here and there for a friend of mine. She has really nice house that has a bunch of little tiny problems that she doesn't know how to fix herself, I guess. Of course, I still haven't really gotten that door fixed. I need to take that one. Yeah, never mind. That's me, not you. Alright, let's see what else we got on Rock Cod here. I thought this one was funny. I had to share it. This dude tries so hard to make anti-trans comics, but just makes trans stuff look cool as fuck. It's like, the future is genderless, with science, biotechnology, AI, robotics. We will transcend oppressive gender roles and be truly free. Like, that guy, I don't know who he was trying to scare there. The Amish? Like, I'm not letting Jedediah leave now. I don't want him to be with those Gentiles, or whatever they call us. Okay, there's me, the last time that was that yesterday? Yeah, I think it was. And that's where I got removed from the echo chamber. And then a bunch of people are liking on that. Like, I don't have any likes on all these other posts, but that one has 6. Oh yeah, then a bunch of video games. There's me. Oh, this might be my Woody Guthrie one. There was a couple where I yeah. So I don't know what happened with my mouse. I lost it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then you can see the evolution of my my window. I feel like I'm a little more streamlined now. Let's look at this live one again. Oh yeah, look at us. We look good, don't we? Alright. So, let's see if I can... Alright, there we are. Oh yeah, do you guys like my t-shirt that I'm wearing today? This is Adam Kokesh's logo. I drove his bus for him for a little while. Adam's a pretty good dude. I miss him. I haven't talked to him in a while. Whenever I was working for him, I was still very vocal Vermin Supreme supporter, and so and Vermin already had a different VP. I wasn't his VP, so I was on the road, and whenever Vermin wasn't at one of the state conventions that we went to, I would talk to I would ask people how they felt about Vermin, and what I found the most interesting was that so many people would repeat the exact same thing. They're like, oh well, I'm afraid of what would happen if he won the nomination, what it would do to the party. All these people are worried about what it would do to the party. And it's like a lot of the same, Mises people are saying the exact same thing, like as if someone told them exactly what to say, principles and bad for the party, and, it's all the exact same, it was like the exact same list on each one. And, yeah, so then, ironically, once they win the all the seats and stuff in the midterms. Now, a whole bunch of it's been like terrible for the party. It's been like the worst possible. If Vermin Supreme running was bad for the party, then what they are to the party is destroying it. I mean, Vermin Supreme might have like grew the party with a bunch of people that they didn't like, but gotten the 5%. They are shrinking the 1% that they already have. So, good luck with that. I mean, their only chance is for a candidate like myself to organize a whole bunch of delegates to, take over their state party, LP parties, and then eventually take over the LP national, and Washington D.C. on May 24th to May 26th at the Washington Hilton. So what I need is like 1,000 people, because that's 1,000 delegates, and all 50 states, however many delegates per state. If I had a little chart, then I'd tell you, so that you can see your state and see how many of your friends you need to infiltrate in these state parties. And it's fun. They hold a lot of times they hold their meetings at like some local, microbrewery or something like that, and it's there's a lot of a lot of good times to be had doing this. I'm looking forward to the state convention season. That's one of my most favorite times. Just going around to all the different states and meeting all the. I mean, it's not just delegates at all these state conventions. It's their members. Only so many of those members get chosen as delegates. So, that's how it. That's kind of how it got out of control with the Measles Caucus. Like they had this email list, and one by one they were like just setting up these like infiltration little like spy networks or whatever that were especially in key states. They're doing that that very specific state thing that certain politicians do. But luckily for you guys, I mean, I don't know if I'm your second or third favorite candidate, but lucky for you guys, I'm in your top 5 of favorite candidates, and I am the candidate who has the most fun. So there is that. I'm the candidate that's going to be at all these music festivals all summer long. And I'll have some sort of a costume on. I'll definitely have my vest on. I'll have some sort of a top hat or something, and I'll be riding. Well, last time I was riding a one wheel. This time I'm thinking about maybe doing the uni. It's still a one wheel, but you ride forward like a unicycle. I'm thinking that for a couple of different reasons. One, they do build them a little bit more powerful than the one wheel, and it seems a little bit more balanced and possibly safer. Also, they have a much longer battery than the one. Certain ones have really, like 45-mile batteries and stuff like that, and they'll go like 45 miles an hour. And so I'm obviously not trying to go 45 miles an hour, but maneuvering around these music festivals and campaigning to 20 to 60,000 people in one weekend is tough to do on foot. And whenever you have something like a one wheel to get around on, not only are you able to reach all those people that you don't reach are able to tell the other people about it. I have so many people that like are telling my stories and stuff like that from the last season, and I made predictions, and one of them was that there would not be, I would, at every music festival that I was at, I was like, well, there won't be one next year, you know. And then COVID happened, and then there really wasn't one that year. But to be transparent, honest, like that was more of a joke than anything. Whenever people go to rainbow gatherings, they always say the rainbow gathering is canceled, or they're not having it next year. That's always the joke, and that's to keep like the people that would believe that joke from going. So that it's like cooler people there or whatever, like the people that say don't go to Florida, Florida's terrible, especially during the winter. Don't come here during the winter. You'll hate it. Probably the alligators will get you, because if the alligators don't, the land sharks will. Alright, so I've been live for 36 minutes. I've got one viewer. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Maybe I can do one song for you guys before I go. Once upon a time there was an engineer, drove a locomotive both far and near. Come by a monkey who would sit on a stool, watching everything that engineer would move. One day he stopped for a bite to eat, left the monkey sitting on the driver's seat. Monkey pulled the throttle, locomotive jumped the gun, did 90 miles an hour down the mainline run. Big locomotive, right on time. Big locomotive coming down the line. Big locomotive number 99 left the engineer with a worried mind. The engineer calls up dispatcher on the phone, tells him all about his locomotive was gone. Get on the switch, operator to right, 'cause the monkey's got the main line sewn up tight. Switch operator gets the message in time, says a northbound living on the same main line. Get on the switch, I'm gonna let him through the hole, 'cause the monkey's got the locomotive under control. Big locomotive, right on time. Big locomotive coming down the line. Big locomotive number 99 left the engineer with a worried mind. I messed up that outro. Yeah, so there you go. That's all you get for breakfast with Trime Taveler today. I'm your host, Trime Taveler. You can catch me again tonight as I'm hosting Open Mic, Carissa's Bazaar. And I might play a few video games later on, so you might be able to catch me there if you are really wanting to lurk that hard on me. I gotta say, I'm not the best video gamer, but I do have the most fun. Alright, thank you all very much for watching. I love you all more than words can tell.